Good evening, everybody. My name is JL Galloway, your community host. Tonight I'm joined by my co-host, Jenny Hay.
Howdy, howdy.
And, of course, who can forget the Dagus himself, Mr. I was too busy unfurring it last week.
Sorry, I was busy.
I know, right? Making that platinum.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, how dare you make Motlum?
Right. What was last week?
Last week was last Thursday.
Yeah, I remember what I had going on last week.
Yeah, there's this premiere thing that
Oh,
happened.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the whole premiere thing. And then, of course, who can forget about our community manager, Scott Sterling?
Howdy, howdy.
All right, so I did actually block it so I can't see the screen.
Oh, I haven't shared it, but yeah, I will in a minute.
No, I mean, I did that so I don't see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, guys, we are going to play the game tonight. We do have to get started right away because Matt has other plans later tonight, and we want to be
Man,
respectful
those
of time.
Frangies, man, they're so greedy with the money.
I know, right?
Gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all
No, you're
good.
not. You want money. I don't blame
Matt,
you.
you go first, you lucky dog. So,
Wait.
guys, what we've done is we've gathered all the tickets of all the colors. Let's see what we can do with this.
So Matt had a good question. When can we draw new cards?
I would say after after everyone's gone at least once,
Okay.
Okay.
How do you draw new cards?
because
You play them.
Yeah.
So watch, Matt's gonna play a
okay.
game, and they're gonna come up on the board.
Okay.
They're just
And
gonna be all the same color, which is gonna be great.
I like Kellen's comment. He goes, locks and armed weapons.
This is going to be awesome.
I know.
All right, babe. I
Let's
literally
see.
have like 7 non-cities opened. Well, maybe more.
I have like a 10 or 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, I think you and I have
8.
like, yeah.
8 non-cities opened.
Hey, look, we got tickets now. All
Yeah,
right, so Jenny,
imagine
after
that.
you do your.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's
I'm trying what I want to go. I have no method of madness in my head. Sure, I'll go here.
Chase. He says hi.
Chase.
Chase, watch our madness.
Chase,
What was that? Jenny.
You'll probably get a text soon because Kat and I are thinking about meeting up.
Oh,
Just
that'll be fun.
FYI.
thanks, Jenny. I was gonna go there.
Well, I was gonna go where you're going, so
Well, you
Suck
can still
it.
go. You can still go the long way. You can go through Vegas and Salt Lake City.
yeah,
And
exactly.
they're saying, and as always, we can catch Chase at trtvpod.com.
Yes.
Thank you. He does his episodes on the 7th of each month.
Whose turn is it already? Oh, it's Scott's.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Come on, babe.
He was doing that whole
I
plugging
have
thing
to
of a
do
friend.
chat too.
Oh, so since last time we played, guys, I now play Ticket to Ride with Robert on the mobile phone.
Oh wow! How does that work?
You just play turn by turn base.
Okay.
This is so hard because I can't remember who I'm connected to and how to connect.
Right?
I'm not even. I don't know if I'm trying that.
I think we're all just like filling in the blanks.
I'm just drawing a line.
Me too. At this point.
I have a semi method in mind. I'm gonna try to at least complete one of my highest cards.
I don't even know what cards I have.
You only have like 17 choices.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jenny.
And then she has 18.
Yeah, I get 18 and I get 1 card less than y'all.
Yeah. Oh, Kellen says he's gonna, since he's in Vegas now, he's gonna try and go to STLV.
Oh, fun.
Who is?
Kellen Thomas.
Kellen,
Okay.
Thomas.
Oh, Kellen. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey,
It's been a while, Thomas.
people only don't like creation; they like the convention.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Sadly, guys, I will not make it to Vegas this year.
Oh,
Wise.
I have been declined.
Another day off.
Yeah, another little trip. So
Scott's turn.
Not anymore. It's yours.
More. Yeah.
Nice.
God, we can play two. I'm so used to playing with 2 or 3 players and don't get to do the double
Mhm.
track.
Yeah.
We can do that. You're right.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, for us of you, I'm still going. Matt, I believe you
Mhm.
are too, aren't you?
Yes.
I hope so. He lives there.
Okay. Well, you never know with jobs and everything else. So
Yeah, that's very
Good
true.
point. Good point.
yeah, we'll talk about off air about some stuff, Matt.
There we go. What are your days off, Jenny?
I have Thursdays and Fridays off.
See, you might be able to go down for a night or two.
Not
Go fly
really.
in.
No, because
Doesn't it start on Wednesday?
But I have to work at Saturday morning. And I work Wednesday night.
Oh, never mind. That would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And she's on call all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's part of life, you know. You win some, you lose some, so
I'm always more a fan of the winning some.
right. Well, if we didn't go on the cruise in June, I probably couldn't make it to
Yeah.
August. Because originally my 2 trips were going to be in February and in August. But I also got to keep an eye on not doing too many trips because I have a trip to DC in November
Mm-hmm.
because somebody is getting married.
Would
So-
that somebody be Matt?
Yep. Yep. Matt's getting married in DC. That's that. You got it.
Wow, I'm getting married.
Yeah. Surprise.
Well, you wanted to be engaged.
No, you better. Oh man, I was gonna go there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rude.
Oh, my bad.
Thomas, I'm not sure. He's wondering what it would cost him to get a forehead prosthetic. Matt, do you have any idea? I know you had one.
So I bought on Etsy and mine cost me about $60.
That's not terrible. And
Not
yours looks
terrible,
pretty
yeah.
decent.
Yep.
Blah.
And I've used him multiple times. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get the info. We'll pass it along to you.
So, while we're playing this crazy game,
Yes.
I was gonna talk. We can talk about Strange New Worlds first episode, just not the second
Okay.
episode, and that's what we were planning on, guys. Is we were going to talk. Spoiler alert: we are going to be talking about Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, but we will be talking about a season behind. Not
No.
season behind.
And season
Episode.
okay. Let's talk about season 1.
Oh, did you also
She was
watch this, last year's episode?
Hey, do you remember when the Enterprise was docked? And Spock was going to get it on, and then the captain blocked him like a real dick.
I meant to say,
You remember when they body jumped
yeah.
while they were trying to get it on?
Oh, I didn't mean to grab the rainbow. Stupid me, but whatever.
A Spock,
Block.
Oh
a
my god.
Spock block. I like it.
I do too.
That should be a new thing, Spock block.
You've been Spock block.
Now I just hear the Michael Jackson theme song going on.
Why did I do that? I'm already going there.
I don't know.
Someone's
Why is
dog.
my dog? Yeah, she wants to go outside because I think the dogs are out there. It's up to you, son. But thank you. Why didn't you just go straight and connect to Little Rock?
Who,
Because I
me?
want to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the cool people live in Dallas.
Duh.
No, I want. My trains.
Oh, wow.
My trains are going on their way to Dallas to blow it up.
Rude.
How dare you?
Rude. I know, right?
Well,
How dare I not get the color I want? Hey, why don't somebody take these pinks off the board?
Yeah. Who played pink? Rude of them.
It could have been some jerk named Jay.
I mean, J is for jerk.
Oh, don't get Sammy started on that.
I was just about to say Sammy would agree with that.
Death by train bomb.
Yes, Sammy, I saw you come on earlier. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I wonder if Eric's here.
I wonder if Eric's here. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Is it?
I haven't seen him.
Okay.
Hey guys, I finished 2 tickets. I'm so proud of myself.
Hey, Jenny, guess how many tickets I have completed?
None.
Exactly.
I have 3.
You
Somehow
completed 3?
it didn't. If it notified me, I wasn't paying attention.
Now I have Michael Jackson stuck in my head. Thanks a lot.
Michael Jackson.
You don't know me.
That'll make
or
4.
white. Wow, I think I'm in the lead with the points so far, but I don't have any completed tickets.
I just completed my first ticket. Yay!
Yay!
It's about time.
Silence you.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, we do have to put up with Jay. So
Hey, you all love me.
That's my last name. Don't wear it out.
Yep.
Hey guys, I finished
There we
another
go.
ticket.
Are you actually trying to finish tickets?
Maybe.
Which one can I do real quick? How about this one? This one?
I still gotta win. Duh.
Whoa! I get kicked.
That's not good.
Yeah.
why?
Rude. Well, I got kicked too.
I
Why-
didn't get kicked.
Oh, it went away. Never mind. I'm good.
Okay.
Why'd you get kicked?
So hold on. I'm gonna remove it and come back in.
Do, 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 do.
There we go.
Do, 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 do.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna ask for a password or not.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott.
Our password is top secret.
Yep. I don't know.
Hey,
if
you
I'm
weren't
gonna
supposed to
put
say
my
that. Okay, you weren't supposed to say that.
Guys, our password is password 123.
Jenny, stop giving away my password.
I'm sorry. Don't worry, Scott's password is 123 password.
What in the world is going
Jenny's just giving out our passwords, Scott.
right?
And Matt's is 0000.
How'd you know?
I'm just psychic.
I
And the
see how
email
it is.
password we share is Jenny Sebest. Give her money.
No.
No. It's Jenny's the worst. He owes us all money.
Don't give her the secrets.
Oh,
Gosh.
wow. Yeah, I wanted that pink.
I like this one. 000 destruct 1A.
One alpha.
1 alpha.
It's
Yeah.
up, up,
Nice.
down, down, left, right, left, right, enter.
No, it's IDFK.
It's
Truth.
what is it? 10D ID10T. Oh, what's that one?
Oh, ID10T.
Yeah, ID10T.
It's BA 1100NS. Damn you!
What? I didn't do it.
Or it could be error 404.
No, it was Jenny that did it.
What? I didn't do anything.
Jenny.
She went from
Oh.
Raleigh to Charleston.
Oops, my bad.
Oops. Please forgive her.
I like how we have stayed in the bottom half of the U.S.
Right? We're like up and down the eastern seaboard, one of the two.
Yeah.
Well, they're always in the eastern.
Fine. I'll go somewhere different. Will that make you happy?
No.
Oh. Well, there's just no pleasing you, is there?
Nope, there isn't.
Yeah. How do you do it? Oh,
The secret.
He doesn't. He
I
hasn't
finished
pleased
a
me yet.
ticket. I finished a ticket.
Guys, he hasn't pleased me yet.
Damn!
Wow. Way to just like ruin the guy's ego. On
Why were
TV.
y'all thinking? I was thinking and pleasing of this.
Damn you, Jenny! I was doing that.
I wanted to get to Miami too. I need to finish. I have 4 tickets completed, guys.
I have one.
I gotta just go and see if I can. Which one can I complete now? Oh, I can do this one.
We'll see what Jay plays. The game may
I
be
got
over.
2. I got 2 tickets completed. No idea how I did that.
Yay!
Jay's got
No,
two
Jay,
screens up?
why'd you do that?
What the hell?
Jay did a lot of 6-pointers. That's the catch.
I did a lot of 6-pointers.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's the ghost trains.
Yeah.
He did 1, 2, 3, 4 6-point
I
trains.
started in the south and went over to Duluth.
I didn't get any 6 cards of 1 coin.
Wow, really?
Nope.
You're like all over the place in this
Mhm.
map.
I thought about just doing all the 6s just for the heck of it.
I didn't have 6 cards of any color.
Yeah, me either.
Let's see how bad this is.
Well, Jay's
What
winning
the
right now
hell?
just by
What
point.
the hell? Yes.
Wait a minute. That one
Yes.
was -7
Yes.
points.
Yes.
Yes. I took second.
I gotta get a better picture of that. There we go.
I want to know how Scott got 6 completed cards.
Because a lot of my routes were near each other.
I like how I took Oh, probably because did I get longest string? What did I get? I got something.
You probably got longest train and you did all those 6-pointers,
Oh,
which are 15 points. Those
okay.
6 tracks are 15 points.
Oh, huh.
So
I took second, son. Sammy, I took second. There, no, it's right here. I got a screenshot.
You
of it.
got
Right there,
the
like,
longest
no way.
train.
Oh wait, I was
Yeah,
watching.
they got longest
I
train.
just got on your stream and I saw second
With negative 39.
negative 39. That totally makes sense.
It sounds like that totally makes sense.
I gotta post that in my panda group, and they're gonna go, "What the heck?"
You're right.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I love this. You know, Jenny got last.
And she got more tickets completed than the rest of us.
No,
Okay,
she only
no.
got
Give me
4.
a second.
I only got 4. That was an interesting game.
Sammy says she's proud of you, Jack.
Aw, thanks.
Aw.
I'm not a jerk. What did Kellen say? Kellen said 6-pointers without calling out Kobe. Wrong sport. Hi, Nathaniel.
Meg, we can play again.
That was insane.
That was.
Good job, Matt. Good
That's
job, Jenny.
amazing.
Scott,
Oh,
amazing.
I just love how we're all negative.
right?
Right?
What was that score again? Look at that. Scott, amazing.
I still don't know how I got -7. I didn't think I was going to do that.
Doesn't matter. 6 points is 6 points.
I mean,
Chase has
true.
a fun story.
Yeah, I literally just post that in my board game chat, and I'm gonna see how long it takes them to realize what's going on. People looked at it already.
Look at Addie.
Addie.
Look at Addie. Thank you for joining us tonight, Addie.
Well, that was fun. Now we can actually talk about Strange New World because Chase is here. We can talk about Star Trek, right?
Yes.
It's
We
doing
don't
45
have
minutes.
we don't have that rule anymore.
Oh, that's right. We don't. Sorry,
We don't.
Chase.
We're a new podcast.
That's true. We are a new podcast.
Uh-oh. He said something. You know, we were just talking about the Wrath of Khan.
Nice.
No,
I
no, we
like
were
that.
seriously just talking about the Wrath of Khan, though, the other day. Yeah, that's cool. What is this Star Trek you speak of? Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about potatoes tonight.
Oh, I got my little
You know-
crochet potato, Addie.
Oh, you did? You
Uh-huh.
have it there with you? Or
I do, but it requires me.
I meant right there at your desk. I'm sorry. And there, I should have
No,
rephrased.
it's in my room because I'm gonna. It's in my
Oh.
purse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my desk. I love Robert. Robert sends a message. He goes, "I have questions."
Robert said I have questions.
Well-
Oh, I like what Chase said. Tater
Tater
track.
track.
There we go. We can make a Kirk tater, Spock tater. Oh, I don't
had
know.
a spot.
Was Chase
tater
on
head.
here earlier when we were talking about, Spock blocking? We made that a thing, Chase.
I mean, they do have Ponfar, and that is pretty much Spock blocking yourself. So, can you guys? No. Can you guys imagine only every 7 years?
It only takes 2. Oh, sorry. Wait, this is the family show.
Is it? Is this a family show?
Are we
'Cause-
sure anymore?
Well, I can tell you we're not a family show if you guys ever come see us in person.
Yep. Oh, definitely no.
Except for we
Oh.
did behave in front of Chase's family.
Well, of course, we know how to
Yeah.
behave most of the time.
Oh,
On the cruise, forget about it.
Lollipops and milkshakes and avocados. No, apples. Is it apples?
No, tacos.
Tacos.
Gonna need to use that E label on all these. We don't talk about the E. It's a sad story. It involves war. Well, they only said that because they needed to use the D because obviously.
Mhm.
Robert's on,
Oh, let me do this.
and Robert
Robert.
also has a podcast.
Hey, Robert. Hey, guess what? I'm still waiting. You should play.
You can find him at the promenadepodcast.com.
He has questions.
He always has questions.
This is true.
What movie was that from? Oh, no, it wasn't a movie. It was actually DS9. The Cisco returns, but he comes with questions. The Cisco always has questions. Take me back to my ship. Screen flashes to a ship. This is not what I meant. Take me back to my. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. We were going to talk about Star Trek, weren't we? About Strange New Worlds.
Yep.
And we're not gonna talk about this week's episode, guys. Don't
What do
worry.
you think of the new engineer?
I like her.
I can't picture her other than freaking the landlord from Unbreaker Kimmy Smith, and that's all I see of her. Is from that show.
See, I don't see that because I
You don't
never
see
saw
it?
that. I've never seen that
It's
show.
freaking
It
hilarious.
is. I haven't seen it either, and Jenny and I were talking about it the other night. She sent me like a 10-minute long clip off YouTube. It is hilarious.
She's hilarious.
But
She's also the wife of the older guy in Princess Bride.
Chase, Chase, that goes against this whole mentality right here. In honor, a woman's place is on the bridge.
But I can see Chase. I'm not
That is
sure.
hilarious.
We briefly got into her, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like her or not yet. We briefly got introduced to her.
You remember we didn't think we were gonna like. Some of us didn't think we were gonna like Shaw and Picard. And what do? He's been one of our favorite
He's
characters.
still hit and miss for me, but yeah,
We fell in love with him.
Jenny. Yeah, we fell in love with him.
he's
He's a
okay.
good character. Wow, Jenny. Wow. Once you actually listen to his story and what he's gone through, you could really feel for the character, and that's what makes a great character story arc, right?
Well, he had a good story arc. I just didn't like his character. But anyways, we're not talking about Picard. We're talking
Quiet,
about Strange New
Klingon.
Worlds.
Quiet. I was actually using it as an example of something that we could potentially see from
Mhm.
the new chief engineer.
We'll
You know.
see. I mean, I'm just curious.
Come
the
on,
background
she
story
helped
that
them
was-
steal the Enterprise.
True.
And in canon universe, Spock is the first person to steal the Enterprise. Kirk can no longer say he did it first.
True.
Spock's like, "Come here, rookie. Let me show you how to do this."
But we don't know if Pike ever stole the Enterprise before this.
Why would Pike need to steal his own ship?
Why would Spock need to steal his own
Why
ship?
would Kirk
Well, because he had.
do it?
Well, Kirk stole it to save Spock. Spock stole it to save Soon. There's a theme going on here. Every time you
Right.
need to save somebody, hey Scott, you need saving.
Go
Let
steal
me
the
go steal
Enterprise.
the Enterprise. Jenny, you're gonna fly. Try not to
Okay.
crash us into a planet. Matt, you're gonna fire the phasers.
Okay.
Jay is gonna sit there and look pretty.
Mbenga in TOS. I thought he was in the cage.
he was in the cage, and that's it.
Yeah.
The cage and the menagerie when they do the flashback scenes, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, but okay, beyond that, let's talk about that, right? I loved how they did the whole Klingon Civil War thing.
yes,
That may not mean
Mhm.
a lot to some, but to me that meant a lot because they still hate each other. They're ready to go to war. The Spock stopped it with a simple dialogue, and now they're drinking, which
Mhm.
makes me beg the question:
And-
when did Spock learn how to drink blood wine?
right. And did you guys notice during that scene, there's a bunch of the versions of the Klingons around, so it answers that as to why a lot of the foreheads are different too.
Well, okay, I can easily explain that, right?
Mhm.
The Klingons are conquerors. They're going to be sleeping with the local natives.
Well, this is true, but you could also make the case that they're from different parts of the planet too, of Kronos.
True, but genetics passed down generation to generation. People are saying like in 10,000 years, according to a YouTube video, I don't know how true it is, Earth is going to be one color in about 10,000 years. All the genetics will mix so much that we'll go back to one. Isn't that weird?
I believe
Think
it.
about. Yeah, no, I believe it
Yeah.
too. I'm just saying it's weird. When you think about how diverse we are now, versus how we're all going to be coming together at some point. If evolution's to be believed the way it is, according to that thing. But
I
again,
think,
it was on YouTube and not on like Discovery or some symposium. So grain of salt. You gonna say, Matt?
I think we'll all. I think in about 100 years, there'll only be one or two races in the
Yeah.
United in the world.
Possible. All right. So, what else can we say about that episode? I know it wasn't Jenny's favorite, but I really liked it. It was not the first episode I thought it was going to be. I thought we'd start with the court martial to get it over with.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't.
I'm glad we didn't too, because I think they set things up for future events. Obviously, Pike's not in the first episode much.
Well, there's actually in real life reason for that.
I did
During
not know the Really.
'Cause that's
During
what
the-
his.
during the
sorry, babe.
I was gonna say during the filming of the first episode, he had just had a kid, or his
Yeah.
wife just had a kid,
His wife had a kid.
and so
wow.
due to real life commitments and taking care of all of that, he was not able to be in the first episode so much.
So maybe they were going to do the court martial first episode and they didn't because of that. I
Mhm.
don't know, but it could be. The only reason I did not like this episode, it did not keep my focus. I caught myself, looking at my phone or doing some other things, and maybe it's just because it was too much action pack and not. I don't know. I don't know.
See, okay, here's the thing, and I agree with you, Jenny. I absolutely do. But what I also absolutely loved about this is it was a backstory in part, not in full, but in part to Mbenga and to Nurse Chapel.
Right, which I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like that concept. I think it was just
I'm
did
just
keep my
confused what the
attention.
green goo came from.
Apparently, he's had it all along, just hidden in a side pocket of that thing he was carrying.
Yeah, but why?
Who knows?
Because he knew he'd be fighting the Klingons again? I don't know. But I also like how, it wasn't just the Federation who took liberties. And then where was Mbenga before? Because we know the Enterprise was not in the war. They purposely kept the Enterprise out of the war.
Right.
So where was Mbenga and Nurse Chapel where they actually experienced? Because I love that fact that they talked about their experience with the Klingon War. Something we didn't get to see a lot of in Discovery.
Mhm.
Because they went over to the Mirror Universe, which I thought was kind of cool. We spent some time there. I know it was a little long and dragged out, but still, it's still kind of cool to go over there. So, what do you think, Scott?
I liked how they filled in their backstory.
Okay, yeah.
And
It-
the actor that plays Mbenga is an actual real life fighter.
Yeah,
And
I
they,
was
they
watching
found
that.
that out in between seasons, so like, let's feature you doing it.
That's what I really liked about because I watched the Ready Room also.
Mhm.
I didn't know that either, that he was actually a real
Didn't-
martial artist.
That's one reason I like Ready Room, is you find out all sorts of behind the scenes stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were doing the Ready Rooms. Oh, they probably recorded it already.
Mhm.
I already saw it next week. I haven't seen this new Ready Room yet, but I saw last week's in. It made me want to watch the trailer. Like, come on, give me the episode.
With the writer's strike, I just assumed that they weren't doing the Ready Room, but I guess
They are.
It's probably been recorded a long time ago, so
Come on, even Discovery's done. We'll get Discovery on time. We might be delayed in season 3 of Strange New
Oh.
Worlds, but
We definitely are, because production is halted on it right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get. I don't think any Star Trek was going to come out on time for the next 6 months to a year.
mhm.
well, I'm saying we're still going to get Lower Decks. We're still going to get Discovery because both of those already been completed
Yeah,
as far as the
Yeah.
scripts.
but I don't think they're going to release them on time.
Well, Lower Decks not Lower Decks. Discovery's already been pushed out. You think they're going to push it again?
Yeah.
Probably.
They might.
And I bet you we're going to get a huge. I bet you Strange New Worlds is going to get a 5 to 6 week gap, about week 5.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I understand the writers' strike, but how would that affect the rest of the production?
Because they're going to need to fill space.
Mhm.
Because with the writers' strike, and then now the Actors Guild getting ready to go on strike, they won't have any way to make any new shows, so they're going to have to fill in holes through this fall semester.
Let's see. Yeah. Possibly. And then you got Prodigy in there somewhere too. I don't think that one's been ready yet, right?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think they started season 2 yet. Maybe I don't know. That's the only show I don't follow too well, even though I like the first season.
Sorry,
But-
guys. My friend who I posted in my board game chat
Yeah.
just laughed at the photo.
Did anybody ask me how?
Not yet. A whole bunch of people looked at it. You can see in the bottom, a whole bunch of people looked at it,
Yeah.
but no one has replied back.
I mean, they probably will after the event's over tonight. Thursdays,
they're
they
playing.
do kind
Yeah,
of meet up.
Thursday they're
So.
playing games, so
Yeah.
they're at a meetup right now.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
I
do we
wish I
like
could talk about
the
this week's episode because I just watched it, so it's freshly in my mind,
episode?
but I can't. But anyway, sorry.
But there's so much I liked about this episode. It wasn't what I expected, but that's okay. But
True.
now I'll tell the same thing I told Jenny last week. My concern with this episode is that some fans might get upset that, oh, you're serialized storytelling again. Because the events in this episode trigger events that are going to happen down the future of the episode. Things that we don't even know yet, right? They made it painfully obvious that it was going more of a serialized format, in my opinion.
I don't think we can get away from the serialized format
No.
anymore.
You can't.
Like, I don't mind the serialized, as long as it's not overly done. As long as there's like, I don't mind like it has like a little B-side character, like of a main, like a episodic. You know, they're doing something
Mhm.
crazy, but there's a little B-side of the episodic going on. I don't mind. It's when the whole entire season is the same thing.
Mhm.
That bugs me. But I'm going to tell you, Picard did a decent good job, and Discovery did a decently okay job. It's more when I hate serialized is when it's a murder mystery and it's like the whole entire episode is one murder. I had that with Broad Street. That's what really got me off of serialized TV shows.
So Thomas, to answer your thing there, contained stories throughout the season arc. Yes, they do have contained stories, but
Mhm.
are those contained stories the subplot or the main plot? And the
Mhm.
answer to that question is we don't know yet.
No, we don't know. And that's the
don't
way.
know.
Well, and Stranger Worlds was designed to be kind of episode of the week type deal with
Yeah.
the character arcs being serialized throughout.
And I don't mind the character arcs. I
But-
like that concept of
No, I liked
Character
it
arcs
too. We all talked
serialized.
about that last season, but I'm saying this season though, we know due to the end, right? Spock prevented a war, so he got off on the charge. However,
Yeah.
the Gorns are crossing into the Federation territory.
Mm-hmm.
But we also know, according to history, that at some point the Klingons are going to attack the Gorn. So when does that come? And when are we also going to get the introduction of the Romulans and the Klingons having an alliance?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's coming too, even though we may not see them. We kind of
Yeah.
got a hint of the Romulans last season on the final episode.
Mm-hmm.
Matt will be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Did Matt not watch it?
Matt watched it.
He watched it.
There he is. He's
Yeah, there
back.
he
He's probably busy doing something.
Sorry, I was standing up and I don't have pants.
Oh my.
But I was still here.
Yeah, okay. Sulu would
Well,
approve.
He doesn't have pants on. He didn't say that he didn't have his thong on.
He has his thong on. That's all he wears.
I only
know
wear a
this.
thong.
I'm
Even on-
legit
even
gonna
on the
buy you a
thing.
thong, by the way, Matt. I'm gonna make you a Star Trek thong.
So if
Oh,
you're in, hey, just so everyone's aware, if you're in Las Vegas on the 1st of July, I am hosting a pool party for my 42nd birthday
Oh,
at the
boy.
Millennium Fandom Bar.
Oh, wish
Is
I
it
could
going to be
go.
mandatory Speedos?
No, it's not mandatory Speedo.
Just mandatory speedo for the birthday boy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to pull a JT.
All right, what did Thomas say? Season long unfolding while other stories are self-contained episodes. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it seems like, but it's still too early to honestly say that's
Mhm.
the full thing at this
And
point.
we can tell you this second episode it continues from other episodes.
first?
So yeah,
Or yeah, in last season too.
yeah. So, but I think
But-
after this, I think we might get some episodics.
Well, because the first episode we came back, reintroduced Song's character back into the group,
Mhm.
right? This next
Yeah.
next week's episode, which is the one we just watching today, kind of does the same thing without spoiling anything for any reason. I'm wondering if that's what we're going to get. I wonder if we're going to get these. Every episode is going to be about a different character on the series because
No,
we
that'd
know
be
that
kinda nice.
Ortega is going
I
to
would
get her own
love,
story.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would love the Ortega story.
hmm
I think we're also going to get a little more backstory with Kirk because they go down
Which
to
one,
a shop.
Samuel or James?
James.
I don't want Jim.
You don't want the twin? You don't want the brothers?
I don't want them. No.
Hey,
I-
Thomas has a message for you, Matt.
Hey, come out to Millennium Fandom Bar. There'll be a whole group of Star Trek people out that night. You can come hang out and meet the USS Windrunner.
There you go.
Yeah, no, the episode I'm talking about is in the trailer where they go into that shop that has a revolving door, and Kirk has never seen a revolving door. He gets hit by it.
Yes.
Oh, I do want
know-
to see that episode. I'm curious about
Yeah.
that episode, but yeah.
Okay. Here's a huge pet peeve of mine with Star Trek.
Okay. Here we go.
The powers that be think we need a big name, legendary character to move Star Trek forward.
We already got 2 of them. Or 3, technically.
Well, no, let me move forward. Okay.
Okay.
Discovery. We had to have Spock's sister,
Mm-hmm.
who we didn't even know about, because
I can see that.
because everyone knows who Spock is, and they use that as a plot line to push the entire story forward to start the show.
And then they gave us Spock, too.
And now in Strange New Worlds, even though we already have Spock and Uhura, which I'm okay with because they have to introduce Kirk. And it's like Kirk wasn't even there until 5 years down the line,
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's just like with Prodigy, they have to have Janeway. With Lower Decks, they always talk about Paris and Picard and War. It's like, come on, can we? Yes, I love the old characters, but we don't need to stand on their shoulders to have a good Star Trek series.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree with you in the most part, Matt. I can't believe I'm playing the good guy this time. Or devil's advocate on this. I actually like it on Lower Decks, but I agree with you on the live action series. Because they pay homage to everything in Lower Decks.
Okay, I'm just using it because
Right. He's just using an example.
I get it. I agree.
Overall compassing. Yes,
Yeah.
I like all the Star Trek out there right now. I'm just like, we don't need to have these characters come back up. We can tell new stories and create new characters. Yeah, you can mention like Spock. Oh, well, 300 years ago, Spock did this. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's kind of how Lower Decks kind of does it.
But we don't need them to be in the episode.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I feel like it's the it's the finale of Enterprise all over again.
Yeah.
They felt like they had to have 2 big name Star Trek characters in the series, even though it would have been fine without them.
Now, speaking of Enterprise's show, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's any true because I only heard it once. They're thinking about bringing Archer back for Strange New Worlds.
So what I've heard, and I've heard this a couple times, they're trying to connect Enterprise to Strange New Worlds.
Okay,
The original plan was to have Phlox come back.
I can kind of see that because
be a
it's
guest
almost
star.
same,
Mhm.
almost
and-
same time zone. Or time.
Well, in canonical history, Phlox would still be alive because his character lives 300-400 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would make sense to have an old Phlox. Now there's talking now that John Billingsley turned down the role because he feels like he's past that in his career.
I can see that. It's a lot of makeup for an older person.
So
They're talking about bringing Archer back. Yes, T'Pol would still be viable, but unfortunately, Jolene Balak doesn't communicate with any of her cast members or anything in the Star Trek world anymore. Just
well,
like,
can you blame her? The same reason that 7 and 9 almost didn't want to come back.
well, Jolene Balak married a rich, a musician, and just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Pretty much.
Well, there was more to that story than that, but she mainly because she was tired of being sexualized.
Well,
That's what I love about today's Star Trek. Today's Star Trek does a hell of a lot better job.
100%.
And I guess it's a good thing I'm wearing this shirt tonight, right?
There's a really I can't say much, but this week's episode, there's a really good point they made across that I really loved, but I can't talk about because Scott has seen it yet, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
But they made a really good point about what's going on in our history now, which is better in their history than they have. That's all I'm going to say because I'm not going to ruin it.
We'll
but
talk
they
about
did.
that next week.
Yeah, talk about that next week.
But I just wanted to bring it up that
Yeah.
Star Trek is still doing the history lessons like we do back in the day.
Right.
Well,
But
I like what they're doing now, though, because now they're showing more equality. And that's my whole point I was trying to get at, is the fact that I love the fact that the female characters are no longer just eye candies for men to go, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's Jolene Blaylock in a super skin tight catsuit.
100%, we don't need the cat suit anymore. We didn't need the
No.
cat suit back then.
No, we
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
But
I also wanted to talk about Thomas's thing here. But I wanted to finish this topic so we can move over to it. So what he says here is, it's sad that people want familiar characters even. Here's the downfall and the benefit to this. Look at Star Wars. Look what happened every time they introduce a new character that they don't fully develop. The fans hate it. Star Trek's gonna be the same way. If you do not develop the characters you have, fans are gonna be like, "Oh, this isn't fair. This isn't gatekeeping."
But we don't need pre-existing characters to develop those characters. Is what I'm saying.
I agree with you, and I'm saying that we should take characters that we have and develop their stories. That's what I like so far in the first 2 episodes I've seen of Strange New World this season.
Yeah.
I'm liking
Well,
that. We're getting
I
more
agree.
story.
One of my biggest pet peeves of Discovery as a show is that the only characters they developed were Burnham, gangly dude,
Saru.
Saru.
True.
and Tilly.
Okay. Well, not really Tilly. I didn't feel like Tilly's story is that much.
They focused on Tilly, Saru.
They
Burnham.
focus on Michael and Books
No,
a
it was.
lot.
Yeah,
No, I would.
later in. They didn't. Okay, we know very little of. I can't think of her name.
I
now.
think of her name. The shaved head with the
Blue.
Detmer.
Detmer, yeah.
Yeah.
We know very little about Sarah Mitchell's character.
Mhm.
We know very little bit about African American girl. I can't even pronounce her name.
Owasku,
Owasku, yeah.
I think.
And they're all bridge crew people.
Yep.
And they're women. We know very little bit about
Thomas,
Kim.
that's my point. I just want to say that's my point.
That's my big. We have all these bridge crew people we know nothing about, other
Yeah.
than we might get. I mean, we barely got a story about Atrium.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about that for a second, Matt, because I think that's what Strange New Worlds is doing different this time.
I
Also-
agree.
Also, Discovery was a test pilot that they already had established that while it's a good series, it was a bad series to try to do too many new things. They were trying to take elements of the old, right, and elements of the new, because TOS was all about 3 characters. It was Spock, Kirk, and Bones.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I don't, but in this day and age, there was so much so much story we could have told, and that we didn't need Michael Burnham crying every episode.
Yeah.
And I love Discovery, and I'm happy that we have it. Discovery is the reason why we have Star Trek.
Exactly.
yeah,
You know why I like Discovery? It's not Michael Burnham. It's our first openly gay couple, Stamets and Culber. That's
Culber's
the
my
big.
favorite character.
But yeah, they're the best part of that show. They, in my opinion, are the heart of that show. Without them, I don't think that show would be as successful as it is.
I don't think I don't think it needed to be there. See, and that's another one of my big pet peeves on equality in TV and movies.
I don't feel like they're pushing it on us, though, Matt.
No. I think their relationship was perfectly done.
Hmm.
Blue and
Yeah, and Gray.
and Gray. I'm not too. I felt like that was more shoehorned.
That was very
than-
forced, and I didn't really like it. It was weird.
I think they're trying to show that they could have a family.
Yeah,
but
and
But the problem now
the way it
is
the way it was done was it was they slammed a square peg in a round hole with it.
Thomas, you're correct on that, but you're also. But what we're talking about is a little different. You're saying they're not their first openly gay characters.
No, they were
But
not.
but what I would like to see, and I think different. I think this would have helped them more is if they would have introduced them having a family from the beginning, kind of like what they did in Star Trek Beyond with
Yeah.
Sulu's character having a daughter.
yeah.
I think that would have been a better way to handle that approach. I do give them applause for trying.
And my argument for the first openly gay character was actually Dax.
I can
Yep.
see Dax being
Yep.
yeah.
And Dax is kind of also a transgender too.
Well, there's also talks that Garrick was gay.
Yeah. Well,
I
Garrett
can
was
see that.
definitely.
Yeah. If you've ever, I mean, you've heard him talk in person. Yeah.
I want to change the subject because I thought about Discovery and I was thinking about something that it's
Uh-oh.
just I thought was really cool.
Go ahead.
Is I was watching Felicia Day's TikTok or video, whatever, and she was at the Smithsonian Science Place in DC. The Guild's uniform, you know the Guild, y'all watched the Guild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
It's her outfit is at Smithsonian next to Georgia's queen outfit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. I need to take a trip down there to get some really good pics of him.
You
So
should.
I just thought about when we talking about Discovery and the characters and female characters, and I remember seeing that. I was going to send it to you, I forgot, but I just wanted to show y'all or talked about it because I thought it was really, really cool that the Guild is right next to Star Trek.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Felicia Day herself was actually in DC
Yeah.
for AwesomeCon last weekend.
Hmm.
Yes, like the Guild, the web show.
Yes.
Garrick
Yes.
and Bashir legit were. Wait,
But anyways, I want to talk about that. I was thinking about it. We can go back to Star Trek.
so you're absolutely right, Thomas. And I don't want to put the message on the thing, but you're absolutely right. I mean, it was a time of this product, right? The 90s. Everything was about straight couples. Everything was about putting girls in the cat suits.
Yep.
It wasn't a perfect time, but we got through it.
I mean, in this day and age, movies like Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds would never get made.
Oh
No.
No.
I mean, look at, you think Blazing Saddles would ever get made? No, it wouldn't.
But they were a product of the time, and we identify it and we move on.
Yeah.
when
And
you
what's
learn
going to
from-
happen in another 10, 20 years? The movie's getting out right now. Something's going to change, and we will never make them what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
It's just part of life.
I know Matt has to get going soon, but anything else you guys want to say about the first episode? What you liked or disliked?
No, I think I talked about what I care about. Next episode this week. Oh,
Oh,
anyways.
I give the first episode a 5 out of 10 stars.
Okay. Jenny?
Not my worst, but not my best.
I give it a 6. I'm kind of with
I'll do
Matt.
mine last. Scott?
See, it's not the strongest season opener, but it's not the worst either. So yeah, I'd probably say 6 or 7.
I was gonna go 7 myself because there were saving parts to it in my opinion, but we kind of already hit those points. tonight.
Overall, would I watch the episode again? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would watch it
Yeah, I
again.
would too.
I mean, but it's not my favorite Strange New World episode. It is definitely not my favorite Star Trek episode. But
I want to make one quick comment about Kellen's comment there regarding the Kit Bash. In last week's episode, you do see it in the beginning when they're at Space Dock, but it's upside down.
What
It's
is
a
upside
root.
down?
The crossfield that they mentioned. The ship is actually upside down going into Space Dock.
I'm gonna have to watch
is it
that again.
upside
Yeah.
down? Is it upside down?
It's upside down, apparently.
No.
I
Is it,
get That is true because there's no up or down in space.
Yeah.
Well, here's the whole thing about the crossfield, right? We knew that they built 2, and then they scrapped their project. So if they were to build more crossfields, what would
Well,
you
it's-
do with it?
It's an element of the time with the war and everything going on, but we can talk about that off air too, since Matt's got to go.
No, I'm
Right,
saying
right.
we can address it at another point. I'm just saying at
Yeah.
some point we could probably, but we also know that Kirk's ship in the final episode was in that was seen on that screen too.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things.
You guys can continue this.
No, actually, we're gonna head off.
We're gonna wrap it up because I want to see the episode now too.
Yeah.
This week's episode.
Like I said, if you're in Vegas on the 1st of July, we'll be there at 7 p.m. Starting at 7 p.m. Come in your bathing suit. Let's have a good time. Celebrate my 42nd birthday. And also, don't be afraid to come over and say hi. So
That's
and,
anytime. If you see us out at a convention, don't come over and say hi.
Yeah.
Jenny's the only one that bites.
She does.
Shh.
You weren't supposed to tell them that.
You like that.
But no, I mean we're friendly people. We're out and about. And Scott and I will be at convention.
Mhm.
Jay is being Jay and living in the middle of nowhere and doesn't ever travel. And Jenny unfortunately has to work.
Have you not seen my Facebook pictures? I travel, sir, constantly.
Okay, traveling from one woods to another woods is not traveling.
He's doing survival training.
I'm surviving a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, survival training with log cabins and lighters. That's real
and
survival training.
tents.
I didn't see any tents in there.
And oh, by the way, the first night we always had to sleep under the stars without a tent.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do that. Come to Texas and try that.
But no, anyway.
Actually, they do
So-
that in Texas too. DOA.
But this is my sign off. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll talk soon.
All right, guys.
All
Live
right.
long and prosper.
Later, guys.